Listen, I'm just gonna talk to you about what Apple announced and give my commentary about all these people saying they are disappointed and why I believe these people are all idiots. Uh, and listen, I'm not here to defend no company. Nobody pays me. It's just that I don't understand why all these spoiled kids don't realize where we are in the continuum of the world. All right. Oh, I'm in iStore. Let me go to Apple. All right. There you go. So, I think this window needs to be a little more. There you go. Much better. All right. So, Neuza, hello. So they did introduce iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16, Apple Intelligence, Apple Watch Series 10, AirPod 4, Apple Watch Ultra 2, new AirPod Max colors, and AirPods Pro 2. All right. So this is a new iPhone. It looks like last year with different colors. Apple Watch 10. I'm buying this, and I'm going to tell you why. Ultra 2, new AirPods. I might get that. Pro 2, new Max. I'm not buying that. And okay, the question is, do I need an iPhone 16 Pro? No, not at all. I have an iPhone 15 Pro and I bought it not so long ago. But if they give me €1,000 to give it back because it's like completely new, if they give me €1,000 and I have to pay, let's say, 300 to get the 16 Pro, I might take it. But really, listen, that would just be some rich people caprice because I don't really need it. It doesn't change anything in my life. All the difference they talk about, like, it's not really for people who have last year phone. Some people just want to buy one phone every year, but it actually is for those who have an XR or X or 11. Like, you're supposed to buy a phone every 4 years now. But yeah, listen. Okay, yeah, listen. You know, I'm more interested in the watch because, and I'm gonna explain to you why. I have a Series 4 that I got like 6 or 7 years ago now. Is it a Series 4? Let me see. Like, I can see. I know it's reading. I think it's a Series 4. So now, if I got this, now the battery is starting to not charge as long, and now I might invest in a brand new Series 10 with a bigger screen and etc. etc. See what I mean? So this I might get. Let me just go to Apple Portugal to see how much it costs here. Hold up, PT. Ooh, the golden one is nice. In titanium, aluminium or titanium, 800. I mean, listen, if you keep them for 5 years, so titanium, you have natural, golden. It's beautiful. 46 millimeter, 859. Clearly, I want that one. Okay. Milanese loop. 900. All right. And if I would take the aluminum one, there's also some rose aluminum. Maybe I don't need to spend that much money. GPS. Then there you go. Milanese loop. 539. All right. What's that? I have no idea what it is. Oh no, I prefer that. Gold. There you go. Okay, how much? 539. Okay. So I might get that because I actually after 6 years, that might be something I'm interested in. But other than that, I mean, listen, iPhones, etc. I think people have to stop acting like spoiled kids, especially all the YouTubers and all the people are saying, "Oh, I'm disappointed." Listen, what else you need? What innovation do you want from smartphones? It's done. This is a finished product. They do everything you need. Listen, none of you actually need to buy an iPhone, a Samsung, or whatever. And listen, when people are saying, "Oh, iPhone, it's always the same thing now," listen, Samsung as well, and everybody else too. You know why they only change colors and maybe tell you some geeky stuff? Because everything has been done already. It's a piece of glass that you can use to communicate and go to apps. And yeah, every year they just go a little faster. They did just change some colors, change some design stuff, and have a better camera and a better this and a better that. And it's always the best they ever did. But in reality, what up, Malcolm Beats? In reality, it's like TVs. Listen, if you buy a TV now, you're supposed to keep it for 10 years. This is a new TV that I just bought for my office because I'm moving a new house. But the TV in our bedroom, I bought them in 2012. 65 inch. And yeah, compared to this one, which is very thin, the other ones are very thick, but they're working. I'm not going to change them until either they stop working or I'm giving them to somebody and now I have an excuse to buy it or whatever. But in reality, I don't need to change TVs every year. And that's why when I get a TV, I always try to get the bigger model. So in living room, I have an 85. In my office, I have a 75. And in the kids' bedroom, I have my daughter's bedroom. I think it's a 55, but it doesn't have a smart TV. And in our bedroom, it's a 65 that I bought long time ago. So the two TVs I will replace probably this year is in the kid bedroom. I'm gonna put a 55, but with smart TV inside, so I can and it's just gonna be the same model that I have in every room in my house, which is a Samsung Q something. They're cheap. They do the job. They're 4K, whatever. And in my bedroom, our bedroom, I will probably buy the same as this one, which is a 75. And with smart TV, I'm gonna get the same model exactly. And listen, for 1,002 probably, I can buy both. And when I go buy a TV, the guy at Vorten comes to me. That's the store here in Portugal. He comes to me and I tell him, yeah, I want this model. And he's like, yeah, but you know, this one is QLED and this one has stereoscopic 3D and the blacks are blacker. I'm like, bro, I don't see the difference. No, look. So he shows me the other one and I'm like, bro, sorry, like, I'm not gonna spend an extra 400 for blacker blacks, and I'm not gonna spend another 400 for 3D. Well, I don't watch 3D movies. I'm not gonna spend another 400 for 8K, where most of the content that I watch are in full HD. And even when it's 4K content, I tend to watch in full HD. I don't really care. Like, and I'm talking about my 85 inch. I don't watch 4K content because listen, until we all become cyborgs, our eyes see only to a certain definition. And what they're all trying to do every year in the TV industry, in the auto industry, in all these industries, is just trying to sell you a product and trying to explain to you why it's better. But they all know, all these manufacturers of TVs and cars, they know that when you buy a car, you intend to keep it for 10 years, if not 20 or 30. And it's the same for a TV. It's the same thing for a washing machine, for a fridge. Like, you don't buy these things. Like, listen, every time I go to Vasco da Gama, the shopping near my house, I go to Vorten and I watch the new TVs. I'll just watch the TVs, the size, etc. And they see me there all the time. And then I leave the store, I never buy nothing. And I used to do the same thing when I was in Paris at Fnac. And it's just that I like looking at what's new, but I really know that I'm not shopping for anything new. I don't need a new TV. So, and I think when I see people saying, yeah, I'm disappointed about the new iPhone, I'm like, yeah, what do you need? What else do you need that thing to do? Like, oh, I want promotion with 120 years. Like, really? Like, come on, listen. If you MKBHD, I understand you are a tech fan, etc., but you don't represent the 99.9% of the real people who they just want to go on Instagram, WhatsApp, and play games. And from time to time, call people with their phones. They don't care about everything that they are adding now. Because now it's just gimmicks, because phones are just like TVs. There's no difference now. And it's normal. It used to be, listen, I remember the excitement going from iPhone 2G to iPhone 3G. Just because they had 3G, we could use the internet, go to the store, download apps, etc., send messages, whatever. Then the iPhone 4, different form factor, etc., more this, Siri, blah, 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 better quality, etc., etc. Then, yeah, listen, And it was the same thing for Samsung, for Google phones, that there was a race to who would have the first big phone, who would have the first this, who would have the first 5G, would etc. etc. And now every important technology have been incorporated into the Samsung phones, the iPhones, everybody's phone. And you can buy yourself some phone from Oppo or from obscure Chinese company. There's a big chance that it will do the same thing. Maybe it will not take as beautiful photos as your iPhone, but listen, if you are not like me, who's shooting vlogs on my phone, who's really using it as a professional tool to work and to post content for followers, etc., you can buy yourself a phone for, listen, a Galaxy A for 200 euros. And listen, if you just go to Instagram and WhatsApp and TikTok, you're not gonna feel the difference, because all these phones are powerful anyway. And it's the same for TV and fridge and etc. Listen, if you just want to put listen, I bought a fridge. I just bought a new fridge actually last month. Let me go to Vorten so I can show you, because this is actually a great so the fridge I bought is what's the brand? Was it a Samsung? No. I bought let me look at the app. The app from my fridge. The app is LG. Okay. So LG Think Q. So my fridge that I bought is it's not there anymore. Let's see, I know I bought it 1,400. So LG American Frigorifico. Oh, I'm writing. I think it's the one I bought. Mine is black, but it's more or less this. So it has this thing, if you knock twice on the glass, you can see what's inside, blah, 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 blah. This side is the frosty side and the other one is the normal. Okay. Listen, amazing fridge. Does all the bells and whistle. Really loved it. Create ice for you. You can, now listen, it's a great fridge. But if you know the truth, I could have bought a fridge for 3 times less the price, like this one, right? And I wouldn't have glass, and I would have the same space inside, and I could do all the same stuff, just that, yeah. And it wouldn't be connected to the internet. You wouldn't have an app, etc., etc. But yeah, listen, there was one actually with a screen. There was a fridge with a screen, bro. The Samsung one. This one had a screen. You could have Spotify on your TV, on your fridge, and play music, go to online, etc., etc. And it cost. And I was telling my wife, like, we already have like so many screens in the house. Do we need a TV on the fridge? And she was like, no, we don't. And I was like, okay. I'm glad that we are on the same page. But you see, a lot of people there's a lot of people that they will just see the fridge with the screen, and if they have extra money, they will be like, oh yeah, I want it. And when most people, listen, I just bought the fridge now. Until I buy a new house, I don't think I will have to buy a fridge. And I might just take this one with me because I'm just gonna take all my TVs and stuff. Yeah, at a point when you are not on the market to buy stuff, you actually feel the innovation maybe every six years. Other than that, you happy. Listen, my wife had an iPhone 14 plus Pro, I don't remember. And when the 15 came out, because every woman on TikTok was showing their pink 16, of course, it worked on her brain, because it worked. These things, these TikTok influencers, when everybody's showing some stuff, my wife and her sister, they get hypnotized. Me, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, if I don't need it, I don't need it. I don't care that TikTok is showing it to everybody, right? And so she was telling me, yeah, I want it. I was like, why you want it? You don't need it. And she was just like, I want it. Okay. So I bought it for her. I told her, listen, give me the 14. If I went to the iStore and I told them, hey, if I bring in the 14 and you give me the 15, that model, how much money actually do I pay? And I think the difference was something like 300 euros. So I was like, all right, listen, give it to me. And so she was happy. So I had everything on her phone sent to iCloud. Then I removed everything from the 14, gave it to the store, did a exchange for the new phone. Then I brought her the new phone, and we did the transfer back of all the information from iCloud, and now she had her new phone, right? So she was happy. She posted her little photo on Instagram, on TikTok. Yeah, I have the new one. Okay, cool. And then after a week, she told me it feels like the exact same phone. I was like, yep, exactly. Because, yeah, for you to feel any different, especially as powerful as the phone are today, for you to feel any difference, you need to have the same phone for 6 years. If not, listen, you're just being spoiled. And so she watched the new phones today, and that's exactly what she told me. She was like, they look exactly the same as the other ones. I was like, yeah, this is just this year's model. This is this year's lineup. There's nothing. Listen, they already arrived to that part where they don't really need to release a phone every year. In reality, they could release a phone every 3 years, but it's just listen, it's just a business. So I think people should stop having crazy expectations. And listen, I used to go crazy on the rumors and, oh my God, how is it gonna be, and watch the keynote religiously. Nah, just because there's every year, yeah, listen, it's the new model. And it's funny how, like, yeah, rumors are saying that next year there's gonna be another model. I'm like, really? What's wrong with these people? Of course it's gonna be one. And it is, listen, as a company, having a product like the iPhone come out in 2007 and completely make you go from a hundreds of million company to trillion, that's amazing. That's crazy as a company, because and you changed the world with this product. But you cannot do this every year, and you're not supposed to. And it's the same thing I always say for music. You don't listen when you have a big hit and you can eat for 5 years from that big hit, because and then it's gonna stream forever, so you will eat forever from that song. You actually don't need to have another one straight away. You can leave people digest it for years, and you can continue making songs at your pace for your own pleasure. And who knows, you might have another hit in there, but you don't need to seek it because you're good now. And Apple is in this position. They don't need to innovate like crazy on every phone. They already like created the unicorn. Now all they need to do is change its clothes from time to time, make it stronger every time, change the processor, etc. Okay, cool. But we are in this consuming market where people believe that they have to buy something every year. And listen, the people who have money, go ahead, have fun. Like, I could buy a phone every year. I used to do it. It's just that when things make no sense for me, I don't see why I would do it. Now, if I'm in the Apple store with my phone who's been in the case since I bought it, so inside there, it is like new, and they tell me, listen, give us the new model, your old model, and for the same exact thing, but the next version is gonna cost you 200, 300, and I happen to be there, I might be like, what? Yeah, why not? But listen, it's just because you can. So, yeah. What are we gonna do?